you see is the role of recognizing all of these different nations, not simply by quoting the dead white men, right? But thinking about our own theorists, some of whom are literate and have written prolifically, but some of whom are speaking on the radio,
yes,
and some of whom are theorizing in the Lacoon, and some of whom are even our juniors, and who are speaking this wisdom from the elders.
Okay. I initially focused because the attempt is to synthesize. Let me rephrase. The first paper was delivered at the Physics Association and then philosophy. So I had to. It was a bridge between Haitian Vodou and then philosophical schools of thought. After the earthquake, I believe Max Beauvoir came up to New York City to meet with Valerie on it, and I had a chance to speak to him. And in his work, especially in the book, I believe Claudine Michel wrote about, and he did a piece on medicine, on using faith, etc. And for me, that began the process because what I'm attempting to do, unlike other theorists in the field, is to demystify and demythologize and rationalize. I know you all are against that. Not against, but I'm demystifying and demythologizing and rationalizing Villocon in order to bridge it with, or trying to resolve an inherent problematic in quantum physics and quantum mechanics. That's why I focus on these old dead white men and trying to resolve the issues that they're having. So, go ahead, bro.
No, I shouldn't.
No, go ahead.
No, someone in the
Oh,
audience. But I'll ask you later.
Okay.
Any more questions?
Yeah, I'd like to commend you for a very exciting panel, and that get us to think in many different ways. As someone who lives in Haiti, who has been living there for the last 25 years, back and forth, and who has a cultural center, school, building a holistic center, and who has been locked in and locked out, who has been carjacked, who has seen quite a threat, in terms of what has been going on in Haiti in the past 35 years since 1986. A place where some 70% of the people cannot read or write, where poverty is endemic. As a fact, some people present it on the outside, as a way to describe Haiti. But if you live in Haiti and been there, it's a fact. Now, the question is, what can we do as scholars, practitioners, to really bring in some solace, or at least a different way of living? In terms of initiation, and I've been initiated for close to 40 years, and I remember that the very first thing that we had to do was to take 21 baths and to clean up completely. And presentation about Rastafari and Vodou. We have been talking about the possibility of people. It's a ritual of power, survival, and so on, and the kind of uncleanliness that has accompanied the initiation and the rituals. So do you see this as a transition or a way of life?
I think it's a way of life. Unfortunately, I don't think this, unfortunately for many Haitians, following voodoo rituals is not necessarily a way of life. In fact, it's a way of death for a lot of people because of the stereotypes on voodoo. So as practitioners, one of the ways we could probably help the Haitian population is to live our voodonic faith openly and unapologetically and speak truth to power, because that is the only way I believe we can help the Haitians people and not privatize voodoo, right? Because in many circles, voodoo becomes an economic means. So we need to move voodoo the survival, because a lot of us are still having ceremonies in our basements. And I understand we don't want to create noise for our neighbors.
In the diaspora.
In the diaspora, yes.
But in Haiti, it's a different issue.
Well, it depends on where you go in Haiti. There are people who go to the mountains to have their ceremonies because they don't want to be persecuted in Haiti. So how do we do it? We need to live the Vodou faith openly, like radically. We have to live, not radically to create chaos or cause harm, but be ourselves, like the Black Power folks, right? Any means necessary.
For
Thank
me,
you, but we will continue privately. We have a long talk. We have a lot to talk about.
for me, real quick, I'm an atheist, and so I was against postmodern notions of Vodou as cultural epistemology until I delved into the research. I'm still a metaphysical materialist, but I don't know if I'm going to revisit that or not, but yes, to some extent I am against some of the superstition, loup-garou, and all of this aspect of Vodou, which, according to Max Beauvoir, they're secret societies that were set up to protéger société. They're not real. The average Haitian, they said, is superstitious. Nous loup-garou tout côté, sans poêle tout côté. You know what I'm saying? So I would, with the advent of postmodernism, and I'm gonna keep this short. There was an interview done by Jacques Derrida prior to his death, in which he says all cultural epistemologies or national epistemologies are universal epistemologies. So for me, I view Vodou as a form of science, the first form of science. And from there, which is what my work is in, trying to bridge that with contemporary science. I do view, or truth be told, that contemporary science is superior to, however, we can, just like Schopenhauer had to go into Hinduism to come up with the notion of the noumenal self, so we can go to Vodou to resolve some of the contradictions that contemporary physicists are dealing with. And Vodou can provide certain answers, I believe.
Yes.
So.
I think we have to conclude, unfortunately.
Next question.
It's not a question, it's just like,
Comment.
Like 30 seconds.
yes.
20 seconds.
And just for Ms. Legault, did you say the song Kafu Aponoder, did you say it was sung by Azor?
He joins into a verse.
It joins. Yeah.
Oh, that was
It was a
great.
it was a very young Azor at that time, eh?
And let's warmly, gratefully thank our